Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, indeed.
Let's go. So, yo, you know how fucking you would talk about when you drive the van,
Yes,
how
when I drive the
people,
shuttle on campus, yeah.
yeah, people would just like walk in front of you.
Yes, all the time.
And
It's
then,
I think about running them over every day.
yeah, well, I had an instance
Mhm.
like a week ago where I was driving my car trying to find a parking spot, and these motherfuckers were walking straight towards me.
Yeah,
Towards me.
yeah. No, I know.
And not only that, but they saw me. They looked at me and kept walking straight towards me. Like, motherfucker, I am in a motor vehicle. If I
Yeah,
just little twitch of the foot and your life is over. Don't fucking
yeah,
look at me and then keep walking the same direction.
yeah. It
What are you
it
doing?
it's insane. I've been with friends walking in these types of scenarios where I'm actually usually the one driving, but I've also been like walking in these scenarios where I'm like, hey guys, let's go on the sidewalk, and they're just like, nah, run me over. I have so much student loans anyway. It's like, well,
So stupid.
I don't think the driver cares about your student loans, man. I think you should just get out of the way. You're in the road. There's a sidewalk. Car can't go on the sidewalk. Like it's a pretty one to
You think
one.
the car can't go on the sidewalk? You think the car can't go on the
No, I
sidewalk?
know the car can go on the sidewalk because I've been on the sidewalk with the car, but I know that I could get fired if
You've been
I.
on the sidewalk with a car?
I mean, with that car, yeah. Sometimes there's blocks in the road, and I got to get around them, bro. I got a route. I have a very important job. No, no. See, the best,
What? Are you
the
talking about like
like I had to like
wheel
to
kind
pull.
of on the sidewalk? Or are you talking about
No,
like
I mean like I
full
had to pull
sidewalk?
onto the sidewalk.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a crazy life for a shuttle driver. Minivan, shit like that.
Oh yeah,
No,
for sure, for
and
sure, for
I
sure.
think I believe I can one up you in two instances very
Yeah, do
quickly.
it, do it, do it. I'm
First
waiting.
instance, I was driving on campus, kid walking in front of me, classic, on his phone, not doing much.
Uh-huh.
This happened 2 weeks ago. I was driving, this kid on his phone. As I get closer, he hears the car. He turns around, and I'm just like, well, this is the point where they usually get out of the way because they know there's someone there.
Yeah, that's what you
Sometimes they
do.
don't. No, he flipped me off and continued walking in the road. And it was like a one way. I couldn't go around him. There was
Hello,
no other.
darkness, my old friend.
I had never been discriminated against for driving on campus.
That's so
For
stupid.
driving,
What is he
this
thinking?
uh, dude's got the right of way. It is prerequisite is a dude.
Got the
Shit,
right of way. That motherfucker has the wrong of way. I'll tell you that much. That is the wrong of fucking way.
the wrong of way. Jesus. The other time is something that has happened more than at least 3 or 4 times. But I'm driving on campus. People walking toward the car, just like you said, not looking up. I come to a stop clearly because person's coming. They don't see me. I'm going to come to a stop. They
Not trying to
bump
kill
into
a
the car.
person.
They bump into the car. They dead ass walk into the car, and we're like, oh shit, who put that car there? Like
Bitch,
of
I
reaction.
did. Bitch, fucking me. That was me. I
I'm
put
looking.
it there.
I'm looking at them like this plan has been minutes in the making. I've been here for so long. You couldn't have possibly not heard the car, not felt like the vibrations of just like the engine. You couldn't have seen the car. I
This was your moment to act and you failed.
The worst part is like the points where I usually come in contact with these people, they're about to walk out into the city, like into the Bronx,
Right.
because they're walking off campus.
They're so oblivious.
And so to be that oblivious to fucking walk into a car
Bro, those are the people
and
that
then
get
go off
mugged.
campus and get
Those are
fucking mugged.
those are the people that are the muggies. Those are the muggies, man. That's why you got to be the mugger, because you're either the mugger or the muggy. And you got to pick one side, and mugger's always going to be better.
Pretty black and white world, fellas.
That's
You're either the
true.
mugger, the muggy. This is Who Asked.
The most inconsequential show on the internet.
I'm Alex.
And I am also here.
Debatable. Debatable.
The baby?
Oh, no. Don't date
Let's
this
go.
episode.
What do you mean date this episode? It's going to come out on a date, which will then subsequently date it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, man. I thought we just submit this shit into the ether.
My name's Aaron. For those who care, nobody does, but somebody maybe. No, nobody does.
Probably not. Maybe one day, but not today.
Today's not that day.
No, today we're going to be talking about stuff, like we
Stuff
usually
and
do.
things.
No. I actually cut the things out of the schedule.
Dude, I
didn't
was
think
so
we had enough
excited to
time.
talk about things. Are you
I
fucking
really
kidding
don't
me?
care, man. I
Oh
really
my-
don't care.
Dude, I'm out. If we're not talking about things, I'm gone.
Dude, you got to come to the script writing meetings next time.
I'm ending
man.
this recording. I'll
What?
see you.
Dude, stop going off script. If you wanted to have certain lines, you should have shown up to the script meeting.
I'll go find somebody who wants to talk about stuff and not things. I don't know who wants to even listen to that, but like, I'm pretty interested.
No,
in
we already
things.
established. I cut out things. We're talking about stuff.
I know that's the problem. I don't want to talk about stuff. More things, less stuff, and I'm in.
All right, let's come to a compromise. Let's talk about stuff and things here, right now. Young adult novels.
That's kind of what I bargained for. Okay.
Young adult novels, and them being adapted into
to be clear,
movies and stuff.
To be clear, that fits into things, and I won't debate that.
it's a Venn diagram. But yeah, we're gonna talk about some funny.
It's a Venn diagram, stuff and things, and the only thing in the middle is the baby. Yeah, that's all.
No, the only thing in the middle is our popular young adult novels. Specifically, we're going to be doing like sci-fi, fantasy-esque, like the very like typical like, oh, these are what 13-year-olds are / have been reading for the last 10 years kind of thing.
Yeah, you'll understand when we get into it if you don't get it, which you should, but if you don't, it's fine.
Yeah. We're just going to talk about our opinions on them. I bet Aaron has read almost none of them.
That's absolutely starting off, you're wrong. I know one of them you mentioned I haven't read, but I feel like at least most of the other ones I'm chill.
I have read all of them, mostly.
This is a motherfucker read books.
I read books, bro. I write.
Imagine not only have like someone who has read books, but imagine someone who still reads books in college. Who the fuck are you?
It's really funny because like I have friends that don't like regularly read, which is totally understandable. Like it's college, it's very, very busy. But I guarantee I read way less than them for like textbook readings and like article readings for homework for class. I read almost nothing. I'll still like struggle and do all the homework and stuff, but they're just like, nah, dude, I can't come out tonight. Like I have like 2 chapters to read, and I was like, why?
Bro, I'm just totally on the opposite spectrum of you. Like, I don't know what it is with my body, but like I gotta read the readings at least to some degree. Like, I just have to put my eyes on those words.
If I'm not reading for my own pleasure because I want to read it, I'll have a physical feeling of wanting to throw up on all over my keyboard and monitor if I have to like read a text.
That's pretty bitch of you. This man can't even take one chapter.
Dude,
1 chapter and this man is gone.
You know it's safe. It's safe to do 1 chapter and 1 glass of water between your chapters.
You're mixing in water too? Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh my god, guys! This is all a joke. Alex is not of age. This is not a joke. I mean, this is a joke.
It's good reading habits, you know.
Just fucking let's go. Let's get into it. Let's just
okay. Right off the bat, Hunger Games. Thoughts?
I will say, overhyped.
Well, first of all, let's start. Did you read it?
Yeah. Well, Here's the thing. I read the first 2.
Okay.
And then actually, I feel like this is common. You start reading the third. You get about halfway through the third, and you're like, "Oh, weird sound. I hope that doesn't continue."
Wouldn't be caught dead past chapter like 2 on the 3rd book of Hunger Games.
Bro,
man.
you don't
that
read
shit
the
was
third
so
one.
hard.
You don't read the third one.
Hard to read, man.
It's so boring. You're like, okay, we get it. You're underground. Fucking do something else. Oh my god. Fucking district. What? I don't even. 13, 10.
Okay, so the reason I was able to bring up this entire thing on young adult novels was because randomly my friends were over the other night and they wanted to watch specifically Catching Fire, which is the 2nd book of the Hunger Games.
You know what?
They didn't want to watch the first movie or the 3rd movie or the second part of the 3rd movie. They specifically wanted to watch the 2nd movie.
We could talk about the movies that like relate to these books on a totally separate like.
Also true.
I was about to bring up the fucking Maze Runner movies. We'll get to that later.
We'll get that in a moment. But Hunger Games, it's very, very I don't know. It's like a staple of the young adult novel
Like, are
genre.
you a college student if you haven't read at least one of the fucking Hunger Games books? I'm not really sure.
I mean, college, like someone our age, they don't need to be in college to have read prerequisite for
All right,
college.
college age person.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, they were all right. It was cool just to be
On the
like oh,
Common App,
wow,
on the Common App, you have to check off, have you read Hunger Games? Yes or no?
yeah, you got gender, race, ethnicity, Hunger Games knowledge.
So
Yes,
this
no.
this student has a very good GPA, pretty good extracurriculars, not outstanding.
Mhm.
Test scores were, acceptable.
Yeah,
However,
did they volunteer? Did they do a lot of volunteer work? Are they like
they
National Honor
they
Society?
have, it's not like spectacular. You wouldn't widen your eyes at it, but it's adequate, I'd say. More than a lot of people. However,
Right.
they haven't read the
So
Hunger
so
Games.
shoe in is what I'm. Excuse me.
They they haven't read the Hunger.
Why the fuck is this on my desk? Why is this application on my desk?
I'm sorry.
Who hired this fucking intern? Get him out. Get him out.
All right, give me a second. I'm hearing some static on my end. I'm gonna try to fix that.
Okay. Dude, messing with the microphone mid bit.
You think I'm messing with the microphone? That's pretty funny.
Sad. It's unfortunate.
Okay, let's see how that. Who knows if that's gonna fix anything, but we'll see. I'm just trying to do my best for the viewers out here.
Mhm.
All right, let's get back to the Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, cool idea, battle royale type thing, especially before like battle royales were like a more like prevalent part of popular culture, especially with video games and stuff.
Hunger Games were the true Fortnite.
I mean,
listen, all I'm saying is like Katniss kind of had a chug jug, if I remember correctly.
it wasn't like it was like they got a spot, like Katniss got like a sponsor for. Wait, stop! I have to derail this entire thing because I remembered from watching the movie that Katniss Everdeen, main character, pretty cool name, a little sci-fi, a little
Yeah.
really
It's
cool.
pretty.
Author after Katniss Everdeen emptied out all creative energy. So we have Katniss Everdeen, main character. Yes. Like spicy, a little bit of a flair. Love the name. All right, next. All right, we have side character. He's a baker, and he's gonna be like one of the love interests. What's his name? Oh, dude, Katniss was so much. I don't fucking what bit bread. Yeah,
Man is eating falafel.
my man's name is Peta. My name is Peta Malark. After Katniss Everdeen, author was like, "Oh fuck, I don't know."
Is it Malark? I thought it was. Yeah, it is Malark. For a minute, I thought it was Malarkey. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't fucking know. Name bread tomfoolery. I don't know, man. I lost a lot of creative energy after Katniss Everdeen. She named the baker boy bread. She named him bread.
Pita, it's a specific kind of bread.
It's bread. In this dystopian future, my man's name is Bread.
And he wasn't even good at it.
No.
He burned the shit.
All right, and the second love interest, he's gonna be like one of the Hemsworths or something. I don't know, but he's gonna be like big, strong. He's gonna be like a man of the wild.
As if she knew who the Hemsworths were when she wrote the shit.
He'll be hunting. He's gonna be hunting with Katniss, like that's gonna be part of their backstory. He's like a real man of the wild kind of thing. What's his name? Fuck, he wants something more than Brett. I don't know. Wind, Gale. Yeah, sure, Gale. I don't know.
Yo, don't hate on Gale.
Main characters' names are cool name, Bread, and Wind.
Bread, wind, fire.
Main character.
Katniss.
Oh God, it was such a weird revelation to be like, wait, his name is Bread.
What's your sister's name?
Prim. Evergreen.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
Wish your name was Blue. Blue Evergreen.
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 Why does she have a different last name? She's like 9.
That would be fucking hilarious if they like slightly different last. They all had slightly different last names.
So dumb.
Everdeen, Evergreen, Neverbeen.
I don't put it past a lot of young adult things, but those are my thoughts on Hunger Games. Like, cool idea of battle royale stuff because like there hasn't been a lot of that beforehand, based on battle royale.
What I will say,
however, bread, and
what I will
I'll
say,
keep it at that.
listen. The Hunger Games sparked the Minecraft revolution,
This is true. This is
and
true. I
and that
can't.
can't be overlooked.
It can't be. And for that, good job, Hunger
We
Games.
salute you. Also, the movies,
Mhm.
like I would say that, like in terms of interpreting a book into a movie, like that was a pretty good job.
Uh, all right. I guess there were a
I
lot
wouldn't
of
say it was.
changes.
I
I
mean, like
remember
the standard is low. I'm not saying it was like
the
a
standard is low, which is why I'm on the fence about it. Yeah, no, you're right. Which is another point.
and they
I mean,
fucking who's the
it's the
oh my god.
textbook young adult novel for a reason
Exactly.
because it works in its field.
What's the name of the actor who played the like drunk like
Hey Mitch. The actor.
yeah.
I know
Woody
his name.
Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Good
Yes.
fucking actor.
I love Woody Harrelson. Great.
Yeah.
Love the guy.
Dude, I've watched when I was a kid, I watched Zombieland like 100 times.
I watched Zombieland for the first time 2 years ago, and it was awesome. And
Yeah.
I haven't seen Zombieland 2 yet. And I want to see it.
It's like a quality shithouse movie.
Classic.
And the second one, I mean, I'm living for it. I saw that shit in the theaters. It was like destiny. I had to.
I'm excited to see it.
You haven't seen it yet?
I just said that I watched the first one, and I haven't watched the second one yet. But
You
I'm
said you
excited
watched the first one 2 years ago.
Yes.
That gives you 2 years of time to have watched the second one.
No, the second one only came out like last year.
And I don't understand your point.
Global pandemic, and also I just never got around to it.
Bro, come on. I guarantee it's out somewhere.
I'm not saying it's not. I just never got around to it. Let's talk about the Maze Runner. We're talking about the Maze Runner now.
Do you hear that sound?
A little bit.
I'm like trying to fix this. I'm like here trying to make a world a better place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're really doing the most for people in need.
Yeah, I know. It's a charity case. What are we talking about now?
It's a charity case.
What are we talking about?
Maze Runner.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Books?
So, Primo.
Love
Absolute.
the books.
Okay, well, all right. There's a huge major spoiler that I want to talk about for Maze Runner, but I'm
Fuck
not.
it. Who's gonna listen to this podcast and then go read the Maze Runner?
Okay, I'll talk about it in a moment because we can talk about Maze Runner generally. Maze Runner generally, awesome. Just
Amazing concept. Incredibly original.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like even like there's just so much lore in it that's like very fun and interesting, and not just like Hunger Games like factions. It's just like no, there's like interesting things going on.
Yeah, they give you enough to understand what's going on in this specific story, but like there's so much to be explored.
And they like slowly world build after that. It's great. It's just and just like the
who's the author? Is that Riordan?
No. It was no, gotta check. No, Rick Riordan did
not. My boy Rick.
No, Rick Riordan did not also make the Maze Runner.
Dude, I don't know what he didn't do. But I will say,
James
Dashner. Spoil the first book. Dashner, of course.
All right, just as long as we're like, hey, spoiler alert, because
We're
I know Ray hates
everything.
spoilers. I know Ray hates spoilers, and I bet he didn't listen. He didn't watch Maze Runner.
He's not going to though.
But he doesn't like spoilers.
Like the concept that like original like the invisible like shoot that you have to like. That's ridiculous.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Like invisible? Are you kidding me?
Shit's invisible. Part of the maze.
They created a whole society.
I know, and it's just like interesting, especially like the very cinematic like opening of just like you have no idea where you are and you're just like plopped in the maze. It's just like it's such a fun thing,
which is fucked in itself.
Yeah. Second book / movie of just like spoilers for the next like minute or two. The zombies. Remember the cranks?
Oh, of course.
The movie adaptations of the Maze Runner were not very good.
Let's cover the books first, and then we'll get to the movie adaptations directly after.
Okay. Let's not linger too long because we got a few, but yeah. All right, fine. Books. Second book was pretty good too, if I remember correctly. I'm just gonna have to and like the cranks. The cranks were like super like added like a fun little bit of horror to it.
Yeah.
Movies did a great job putting in the cranks too, but. Oh my goodness. Spoiler for the third book. I can't fucking believe the author did a great job like setting up this like really
you didn't like the ending.
the author did a great job setting up this great romance between obviously like two of the main characters, and it was just like it was just like very natural, and they had their ups and downs, and like there was a big reveal in like the second or not reveal like a betrayal in the second book between like main girl and main guy, and main guy was like, oh my god, why would you do this? I can't believe you're working for the government. And it's just like oh man, this is like a heart-wrenching betrayal. They spent so much time together.
You're
And then
working
like
for the
they were able to like they had like
My
a
name is
telepathic-
Nancy Pelosi.
I wasn't Teresa, I was Hillary Clinton.
It's Monica Lewinsky.
And in the third book, main guy chose random girl that he met like a month ago. And main girl was stuck underneath burning rubble, and it was clearly explained that it wasn't that bad, and they were on a
He could have saved her.
and that he could have saved her, and
But he
just didn't.
He
And
just chose not to.
He simply just decided not to. He was like, actually, I'm with other girl now. And Teresa was like, what? What? No, you have time. Save me. And he's like, I don't know.
Grab you? I'm choosing random bitch.
Her name was Brenda.
I didn't even remember that, so that's impressive of you.
It was just, I don't remember anything about any of the books. I just remember how he fucking chose Brenda over Teresa. And it was
What I will say about the ending is what pissed me off is like how they kind of left it all off, where they're like, oh, like zombies and like destruction. Oh, well, it's time for you to start society all over again from ground zero. It's time for you to build up the universe
on an
again.
island. They were on an island.
Okay, but they literally have to start from nothing. They have to discover everything again.
Okay, they were also like I remember they were picked to be in the maze because they were supposed to be like genius level kids.
I don't give a fuck what level they were supposed to be at. They have to discover fire again. They have to rediscover the wheel.
Well, first of all, they already built a new society. First of all,
no, they had those pieces put in place for them.
Those pieces were not put in place for them. That was specifically it because they were so smart.
I'm telling you, that's so fucked.
Let's keep going. You're right. The ending was like a rat crawling back and forth across the keyboard. Like that was not the original books.
The other stood on the chair, turned around, squatted down, took a shit on the keyboard, and just let it kind of fester there until words were typed out.
Dude, I can't wait for myself to become, just like a great writer. I'm gonna get like recognized, New York Times bestseller and everything, and I'm gonna make like my own cool book series, and then I'm gonna like really build up these characters, and at the end I'm just gonna stand on my chair and just pee all over my keyboard, try to pee really hard on some keys, and that's just gonna be the ending, because apparently that's what fucking makes people money. That's how
for real.
That's
like
all of these like
that's all you gotta do. Whip out your dick and just slam it all over.
These trilogies and these tetralogies.
Dude,
I think that's four.
You know how they say, fucking sound, bitch.
It's fun.
Can you hear it loudly?
I mean, a little, but whatever.
You know how they say, like if you,
it's whatever. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we'll just have to start again, which is something we've never done before. Hello.
Second, I can't hear you.
I think we've only done it like twice. Little peek behind the screens.
You're gonna have to mark this cut when we edit.
Nah, I don't really want to.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back and I'm different.
Cool. Maze Runner was great.
Okay. What I was gonna say is, you know how like they say if you let a monkey type on a typewriter for long enough, eventually it'll type out one of Shakespeare's play?
Yeah. It's called the infinite monkey theorem.
Yeah. Well, apparently before it reached the Shakespeare's phase, it fucking typed this shit out.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I feel like a lot of these young adult things like that. Oh, also, I forgot to mention about Hunger Games, how very silly and very boring and not interesting the one of the plots of Katniss in Hunger Games was just like, oh god, these two hot guys are really into me, and I don't know which one to pick, and was actively like an asshole and like borderline abusive to Peeta. and then not giving Gale almost any time.
PETA, my man. Oh, done dirty.
You know, Bread. That's his name. His name is Bread, Aaron.
And you know his sister's name?
I don't think PETA had. Oh yeah,
Baguette.
Cut. But
PETA, Baguette, his fucking biscuit, his dinner roll, it's the whole family.
Katniss was in a quote unquote love triangle that she royally fucked up in every.
Totally stupid. Absolutely fucked.
Yes. All right. Yeah. All right.
Let's move on.
Hunger Games bad.
Movie, real quick. The movies, some of the most abominations I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was just a bunch of like really popular celebrities just like crammed in. It's just like, hi, I'm Jennifer Lawrence. I'm 16.
No. Maze Runner.
Oh, yeah.
Those movies were abominations.
Yeah, Maze Runner was tough. For Aaron and I went to go see them. Aaron and I wouldn't like just go see movies together. I don't know. It was weird. It was like an interesting thing that me and him just went out to go see a movie.
We both loved the Maze Runner, and we were really excited for it to like the movie adaptation to come out.
None of our friends were interested or had seen it before, so we just went to go see it together. And we're like, wow, this sucks.
We literally came out of the theater and we were like, we're not going to see the other two. Like,
yeah.
There's nothing that can happen to make us want to see the other two.
Yeah. Thanks, Maze Runner. All right. Percy Jackson. This will be a little bit more one-sided because now I don't think Aaron has read these.
I have not. I've seen the first movie.
So very general idea is that Greek and Roman gods are real, and eventually the other gods like Norse, Egyptian, and a lot of the other ones are also real, and they like influence the world like they did in mythology, and that they have kids presently, and that those kids are like demigods, and like Percy Jackson follows a lot of the demigods and their adventures, their little misadventures.
Is Channing Tatum one of those? I swear he's a demigod.
I mean, at the rate that celebrities and actors are cast for young adult novel adapted movies, fucking why not? Because who in their right mind saw fucking Jennifer Lawrence and Liam Hemsworth and was like, yeah, they can be 16. I could see it.
Jennifer Lawrence, that was like her first major role too, wasn't it?
Not a teenager. She doesn't look like a teenager.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, Liam it wasn't like Jennifer Lawrence was famous already, and they were like toss her in there.
I guess
they were like, you see this fucking 30-year-old, cut her age in half.
Literally, Liam Hemsworth, no shirt, just like being just like a dude, just like chopping logs and stuff, and they were like, yeah, this guy's a little bit. He's 17. He can pass for 17, right? He was just rippling muscles, full man. Okay, I'm sorry, but anyway,
that could go for any movie that has teenagers.
This is true.
High School Musical.
I get.
More like adult musical. All right.
So back to Percy Jackson. I feel like Percy Jackson is actually okay. Percy Jackson was definitely my favorite.
Of course, it was
in this type of like reading stuff. It was like honestly, it sparked a lot of like. I just finished my classics minor in college, and
I thought you were about to say like I'm a Cancer and.
Yeah, I mean, like I really loved Percy Jackson when I was growing up, and I took a Latin class in college, and I thought it was awesome. So I've actually been diagnosed with stage 4. I just
not that kind of cancer.
I really liked it. It was just like very, very fun and inventive. It's like way of telling a story. It's just with like demigods and like adapting ancient myths to like modern day was really interesting. The problem is that it was like the same thing for like 6 or 7 different series. So like between the Egyptian gods and the Norse gods and the other with the sequel to Percy Jackson with the Roman gods and just everything else. There's another one where Apollo is the main character. He like loses his divinity and like has to work towards being a god again, which is a cool idea. All the same like formula. So like it was really cool and interesting. It's just like it got really old really quickly.
It's a cool way to get kids interested in history,
absolutely,
though.
Absolutely, it was definitely my favorite for a reason, and like because like it sparked that type of interest in me. But I can't rank it too high because it was a little bit repetitive.
Luckily, we're not ranking this shit.
Yeah, we're not. But I really enjoyed it. And honestly, it was definitely my favorite out of all of these things. Yeah.
Good. I'm happy for you.
I kind of just want to skip Divergent. I don't even
Why?
Everything we said about Hunger Games applies to Divergent except worse. Except just incredibly worse. It's like the most young adult stereotypical set of books and the movies too. Like
Except
trying to like simplify what the Hunger Games is becomes Divergent, and it's just like
listen, hear me out.
Doesn't really
Hear
expand
me
on
out.
anything.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. At the intersection of Hunger Games and Maze Runner, you have yourself Divergent.
I don't agree. I feel like it's a spectrum, and that it's Divergent, Hunger Games, Maze Runner.
No. But like, think about the things it has in common with Maze Runner, like wasteland, wasteland outside of like their little world.
I mean,
Like
same
some
with
sort
Hunger
of no, but like
Okay, fine. Like a bordered. Yeah, sure, fine. All right.
like some sort of like government control over their like simulation type shit.
Mhm.
Like absolute chaos when they get outside and become like buddy with the government. I just feel like there's a lot of things in common. I feel like Maze Runner's not as popular though, so maybe I'll shut up.
Here's my quick counter to that. So in Divergent, we have main girl. You know, she's not like most girls. She's actually part of the cop faction.
Of course.
Unlike her farmer family from the farmer faction. I love simplifying these things. She meets Hawkeye. Hawkeye becomes new main guy, and his name is Four, the number 4, and it's not addressed for a long time. No, here it is. When they do address it, do you know why his name is Four, Aaron? So the faction that they're in is called Dauntless. I just remember this stuff just because fuck me. That's why.
Because they've been out of Daunts for a while.
They were supposed to be like the brave faction. So like they functioned as the police. They functioned as like bodyguards and like explorers and stuff like that.
Sure.
Fine, whatever. Part of being in Dauntless was like they would give you like a fear test to like help you conquer your fears to become more brave.
Yeah, like jump off a building.
Yeah, they would like do like simulations and stuff. And
I remember that. Yeah, and they would like. Yeah,
so
yeah.
4 was named 4 because a lot of people had a lot of different fears, but 4 only had 4 fears, so they called him 4.
Listen, you're hating on that, but that's kind of badass. Imagine being only afraid of 4 things.
So Tris, quick question: So 4? Why is he called 4? Yeah, so you know that fear test that we have to take to be in the Dauntless faction? Yeah, it was really scary. I had like 30 fears. It was really crazy. Well, 4 over there, yeah, he's got 4 dicks. It's yeah, you know that fear test we have to take. Yeah, 4's got dicks for fingers. It's actually a really, really mean childhood name growing up.
Yeah, you know 4 over there. He's got 3 nipples.
Why do they call him 4 then?
3 just doesn't sound as good. You know what I mean? So they round it up.
They rounded up to 4 in whole numbers. They didn't
What's it going to be, 3.5?
Yeah, sorry, Divergent. Your character's name is 4. I can't get behind you. On
People
that.
People are coming to my room right now.
Oh no, this is a train wreck.
Yes,
podcast?
What's up, man?
No way. You're being interrupted right now.
You fucking dickhead.
There's no way you can drive me to Wawa.
Not right now, but when I'm done with this, I'll drive to Wawa.
We'll be done soon.
I need food now, bro.
Shut the fuck
We
up.
should also get more alcohol.
We'll be done in not too long. If you want to get more alcohol, you're out of your mind.
We have to cut this out.
No, this is staying in.
Well, I
Let's
mean,
take it
you
back.
are 20.
I don't know if you've seen James's face. This is James.
Alex has definitely seen my face. I know.
Yes,
We follow
yes,
each other on Instagram.
Yeah, James, we've been on Zoom calls. We've
In the fucking headphones.
Oh, we
you
have been
bitch.
on Zoom calls.
I
Yes, I
can't-
have headphones on.
Wow.
Alex is
Alex.
corroborating you,
I
though.
can't even hear Alex.
Get the
Rude.
fuck. Can you get out
Yeah.
of here?
All right, let's continue.
I'm trying.
Woo.
all right. So Harry
Get out of
Potter.
here. We'll continue to. I actually want to go to Wawa because I'm hungry. Bob, fucking chill out.
the flip flops.
Yeah, we got like 20 minutes.
Just then.
Call them slip flops. That was sick. Right? Come on, that was sick. Looks like I'm getting it tonight, baby.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
so
that's just too funny. Now,
so if we
what's the
somehow
topic on the podcast?
Too drunk,
No,
get outta here.
no, I'm not. I'm
Get outta here.
I'm sober. I'm
No,
super.
seriously.
I could drive.
wait, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Aaron, let's get a celebrity question. Let's get a quick celebrity question. We're talking
Alex, what's the topic of the podcast right now?
about Harry
like-
Potter.
We're talking about young adult
All right, let's try to
novels.
read.
Talking about
Let's try to read lips. All right.
Harry. No, this is not the way to do. Tell him
He
Harry
He said,
Potter.
no way I'm reading
He said
lips.
Harry
He said
Potter.
you're a pussy.
I did not say that.
He said Harry pussy. Yes. Okay. It sounds like. Yes, I got it. Okay.
You said
One
no,
word.
N, no starts with N.
One word.
thinking N
Film.
word.
Film. Okay. Film. All right. My dick. Or your dick. Shorter dick. All right.
No, it was
Apex
Harry Potter.
Legends.
It was Harry Potter.
It was Harry Potter's Apex Legends bit. All right, here. Let me just take this.
No, stop.
Oh,
Stop,
no.
Stop,
Shh,
stop,
I
stop,
promise. I swear. I
stop,
swear.
stop. Get out. I'll be with you in a minute. Just let me finish this.
All right, just cut that. Hey, if you're listening to this on the podcast, I requested it to be cut out. And don't stop listening, and then go back the last 3 minutes and don't listen to it. This should be in the podcast. Hey, this is pretty cool.
Get out of here.
All right. I gotta get my flippy floppy on.
Oh,
All right, Alex. I'll see you later. We'll play some Apex Legends. I'll be the worst. Bye. All right, resume podcast.
All right, bye. I'll text you when I'm done.
I swear to God.
All right. Close it.
Came here for a reason.
Close it. I don't give a fuck.
I came in here for a reason.
His shit is in here. He's staying with me right now.
Okay.
So sorry, I didn't leave my beer here though. Thank you.
All right. So everybody who's watching or listening, that was my friend James. At least some of that is staying in. At least some of that. You won't see all of it, but at least some of it.
Yeah.
Making editing is going to be a trip for this one.
Absolutely.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Okay, I have very strong opinions about Harry Potter, and I feel like we're gonna get a lot of hate mail for this. Actually, this is definitely gonna be an unpopular opinion later. I was forced at borderline gunpoint by multiples of our friends to read Harry Potter, and I read Harry Potter to make sure I wouldn't like it, and I didn't. I read all of Harry Potter.
When you go into something with such expectations, like obviously you're going to fulfill those because that's like confirmation bias.
Oh no, they weren't my expectations. It was my friends telling me like Harry Potter's the best book series.
I know, but
all time.
you expected to dislike it.
No, I took on their expectations. I guess implicitly because I already knew I wasn't going to like it very much. I mean, it was cool. It's just I have a very strong it's not dislike of Harry Potter. It's a dislike for the hype around Harry Potter. It's just so it's such a cool concept of just like wizards and like magic and all this type of stuff. But it's so much stuff to like limit its world building of like only being
Where are you going?
like the houses, Harry Potter houses. It's like, oh my gosh, you're such a Gryffindor. It's like, you're such a Slytherin. And it's like, it's the same thing as like the farmer class and like the brave class and the and all that stuff, or like the districts and Hunger Games. And it's somehow more lazy because there's only 4 of them and they're all basic personality traits that everyone has.
Yeah, and the like online tests you could do to be like, which house are you in? Those are really stupid.
Okay, so my beginning of me disliking Harry Potter was actually before I even read anything, when I was asked to do the Harry Potter house tests online on the website, and it was like left or right, up or down. Do you like swimming or running? And then it told me I was a Hufflepuff, and I flipped my desk because I was so upset. This shit is like
Last question.
The
last question is, do you know Candace?
I type in Candace who, and they're like, excellent Hufflepuff.
What was I?
There's just so much hype around Harry Potter that I believe should not exist.
It's like it's okay. But like, is it enough for its own section in an amusement park?
Yeah, is it enough for like fucking Harry Potter World and like a Broadway play and like multiple different spin-off things? I mean clearly it was, people liked it, but even Percy Jackson had way more to offer than Harry Potter. Yet Harry
Yeah.
Potter is way more popular and way more.
I think it's just a product of like who produced it. Like Warner Bros. Were all over Harry Potter, and that really helped them out. You know what I mean?
I get, but no, even the book series, got more hype than.
Well, J.K. Rowling was like mega hyped. You know what I mean?
I know, but like some of the.
It just had all the right, like it just had everything it needed to get going, and it just from
I
there,
know.
like once enough people pick it up, like,
I
and
get,
it's
I'm just
not
salty about
shitty.
it.
Like, yeah, I understand. I'm just trying to like lay this all out in my mind. J.K. Rowling sucks, by the way.
Yeah.
Fuck J.K. Rowling. So that kind of fell off the cliff. Um, I have to be honest, never read the Harry Potter books, only seen the movies. And
Yeah.
when you watch them, like the movies, and like you're not old enough to care that much, you can kind of just sit back and be like, yeah, this is pretty fine. Like, this is pretty good, I guess. And so, like, I have vaguely positive vibes around Harry Potter because, like, my sister and my mom really liked it. And so they would bring me to the movies, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, this is a like movie with a plot that I don't hate. So, like, yeah, I'm liking it.
Yeah. I there was just like so many opportunities for world building in Harry Potter that was very much squandered. And I just feel sad because like I'm like I like you know like D&D and like a lot of like storytelling stuff. And
Yeah, you want detail.
yeah, and Harry Potter has so much room to do that, and it just never did. And then it's like, that's all we got. And it's like, no, what about this character? They're so
Well,
interesting.
the other thing about it, I feel like it's like the plots of each individual book were so distinct from each other. Like, for example, Goblet of Fire is like so.
I mean, it has to be that's one thing that I will take from that Percy Jackson wasn't fully able to do. That like Percy Jackson was always like very like Odyssey adventure, which is like part of like the ancient genre of an epic. But at the same time, Harry Potter was able to like keep it fresh, which was nice. In my opinion, it wasn't always great.
But you have to find it in the middle, like the whole concept of like those games, like whatever they're called, like is fucking sick, and then you don't ever hear anything related to it ever again, and it's like why are you going to introduce this if you're just going to throw it in the fucking trash after the book is done? Like
Yeah.
you don't have to make another book about it, obviously, but do something.
I know. It's just very upsetting to watch and read. Anyway, I'm not a great big fan of Harry Potter, and this will probably come up again because we didn't fully get into it, which is totally fine because we're also a little pressed for time.
Yeah.
Let's. I did want to honorably mention Alex Rider and I'm Number Four because these are books that we read in this time period, but we're not exactly like
Oh
young
man,
adult novels as like these like dystopian futures are.
dude, Alex Rider,
Yeah, Aaron and I were huge Alex Rider fans.
10
My
out of
God.
10. 10
Just-
out of 10. Don't ever
uh,
sleep on that shit.
Absolutely not. No, I remember Aaron would have the books and I would borrow the books from him, and then we would just like, I don't know, like talk about it on the bus.
I have a full like series of them, like all matching, all bought together in my fucking bedroom right now.
Aaron making fun of me for reading, and then immediately is just like, "Oh, but I have the whole box set of Harry Potter." It's like,
Listen,
I mean, now.
live in the moment, live and die by the moment. You know what I mean?
Live and die by the moment.
Yeah. And also I Am Number Four.
I loved I'm Number Four.
I'm just the only thing I'm disappointed about is that they couldn't like the movies just flopped on their fucking asses.
All right, well, that just happens with like movie book
Well, it's just like
adaptations.
they like tried it and they weren't ready when they did it. And
Which
so
is
like
totally fine. And honestly, I wouldn't mind if they like tried to reboot it because.
But that's the problem, like-
it was honestly good enough.
but it's a problem
handle
like
that.
trying to reboot it is a lot harder than trying to just start it.
I guess that's true.
Like once it's dead it's not going to get brought back from the dead.
There's a lot of like spin-offs of I'm Number Four and like a future series and like a prequel series and like they're all like the vibe. I feel like I grew out of it once they started doing that. But I was like, hey, I'm happy that like kids growing up can read this and like it. And we've been talking about books for so long. Let's stop talking about books.
Dude, they're the fucking shit. Every kid read books. So like it's always relatable. We're talking about psychology now.
Yeah. Here's
Do you have how far in are we?
like I paused when James walked in.
That's reasonable.
I'd say let's give us like 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
So I found a sleep study. I found a completely normal sleep study that Aaron knows nothing about.
I know literally zero. I just learned it was about sleep. All right, continue.
Yes, it's a very normal study, and it's about sleep. So these researchers, these psychology researchers, wanted to learn about sleep and specifically memory consolidation and learning after sleep. It's generally understood that if you learn something and then sleep on it, and then like look at it again the next day or something like that, or just like over time, your memory of it is just better, and like you're more adapted to like learn new things off of that memory.
Yeah, that's the general like idea.
Yeah, it's why you're supposed to like, if you're gonna cram, like you do it the night before, not like an hour before, even though
Yeah.
like it might feel fresh in your mind. Like sleeping on it's probably better.
Yeah, 100%.
So these guys wanted to test a little bit more on that. So they took some snails.
Of course, that's the first thing you think of when you're like,
mhm.
well, I want to test anything on humans, anything about people.
But
do you think?
Whoa, sleeping, memory, a little unethical. Let's hit the snails first.
No, ethics aren't even a question here. It's just what do we turn to first always, and it's snails.
Yes. So these researchers took these snails and basically had them in different sleeping groups and then tried to teach them something after. There was
This is absurd. Anyway,
no, it gets more and more absurd. There's
I
there's
refuse to believe that.
100 snails. There's 100 snails.
That's a lot of snails.
There's a sleeps group of snails and a wake group of snails. Oh,
1
God.
second.
Oh God.
What? Okay, my phone's around here somewhere.
I did text you to try.
Oh, there it is.
I
You
called
texted
earlier.
me, you fucking bastard.
I called you earlier, and then I just texted you. And I was
Oh
like,
my
hey,
god, you're
can I-
genuinely the worst person ever.
You're the worst.
Like, there's like,
We're trying to party right now. You're like, I'm gonna record an episode of my pod.
there's like Republicans, and then there's like Nazis, Hitler, you.
Nazis are better than Hitler?
I mean, Hitler's like the worst Nazi.
I guess.
How are you gonna argue that?
I'm not going to.
Hitler's the original Nazi.
Ooh,
We can all agree on that, right?
It's not.
it is Papa Daco.
Who's the original Nazi then?
Alex, hear that?
The Nazis were a party before Hitler.
Right, but like he made it what it was.
Bro, Nazis would have been nothing without
Yeah.
Are you arguing for Hitler's character right now?
Nazis would be a blip in history if not for Hitler. And that's a fact.
They just simply wouldn't have.
Oh my God.
James, you can't.
Trying to put my socks.
Oh my god, can you do it outside? The longer you do this, longer I'm gonna take.
3 seconds. I swear to God. I swear to God. Aaron.
Oh my god. How many beers have you had?
Like 4. I'm not drunk.
4?
I'm not drunk.
4 and he acts like this?
I'm not
You should
drunk.
call him 4, dude. He had 4 beers.
I'm having a little bit of fuzzies.
3. Called him 3.
You know why they call him 36? Oh God, why? It's like he's got the shortest dick on any man I've ever seen.
Socksies. Gotta get my socksies in order.
You want to know why they call him 87? Why? No, I'm asking. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either. Is there no reason? Did he just start calling himself 4?
Oh, I just pulled down. He's got 87 dicks. He just pulled Go. Get the fuck out of here. You're not
Alex,
funny.
I'm so sorry. Alright, wait, my wallet and phone are not in my pocket.
No, they're in your fucking hand.
Saved it.
All right.
See you later, baby. Just
See you in a
text me when
minute.
you're done, though.
What?
Text when you're done.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Promise?
Yes.
James walks in not more than 10 minutes later after he walked in.
James is a problem. He'll be on the podcast eventually.
Yeah, definitely.
You won't see any of that part probably. That's
Probably.
all going to be cut.
We just had to do a quick cut, but quick recap. Researchers wanted to do study on snails, testing their memory based on their sleep.
Really sorry, I do need the mask out of my pocket.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
fucking!
I'm not fucking with you, I swear. I just straight up forgot that.
That part's staying in. That's in. That's all in. That's staying in. That's not being cut.
And so these researchers, so the task that they gave to these snails, right?
By the way, I just want to say, I feel like at this point, researchers are just coming up with reasons to fuck with snails.
No, absolutely, because this is fucking hilarious. So the task for these snails was to teach them that food that was not edible before is now edible. They felt like extinction. So they wrapped up food.
You see this uranium? Yeah, you can eat this now. You totally could do that. Don't listen to what they say.
Are we sure? We're 100% positive? Because my friend tried to have the uranium before, like in the control. He did not fare well.
All right, all right. You got me there. I'm not sure about the uranium, but the cyanide?
Okay.
Very confident.
See, the cyanide is liquid. I'm down with this.
Cyanide's looking tasty. It's looking tasty.
Thank you. I played the part of snail in that bit. So the researchers, they got food for the snail, wrapped it up in like this mesh, like wiring, so the snail couldn't really eat it. There was food in it, but the snail couldn't eat it because there was just like this mesh net around it.
All right, fucked, but okay.
And so the snail learns, okay, I can't eat this.
Fair enough.
That's the base. And the researchers then split the snails into a sleep group and a wake group.
They then split the snails in half.
They then cooked the snails. Some they steamed, and the others they broiled. Now they split the snails into snails that were allowed to go to sleep and snails that were not allowed to go to sleep for 24 hours.
This study's already dumb. This study already has holes in it.
Then after this, they let the snails go. They go back to the like netted up food, but this time they cut a hole in the food, and they cut a hole in the net so they actually could get to the food now. They could eat it, but it still looked like how it looked before. So the researchers wanted to see how long it would take and which groups would do better on getting to eat the food faster and like unlearning that they couldn't eat that food. They assumed that, hey, the snails that were sleeping, they could probably learn this better.
Right, because they weren't sleep deprived.
Exactly. No, they were wrong. They were wrong. The snails that went on their 24-hour bender did eat the food faster than the snails who slept.
Okay, well, when you're on that much cocaine, like obviously you're going to be more jittery. Like,
yeah, they actually did a follow-up study where they forcibly put cocaine, meth, and shrooms on 3 different groupings of snails.
I was going to say the title of their next study is just "Snail Meth?" ?
Snail meth. It's like a clickbait title, like snail meth experiment gone wrong? ? It's like it's because their hypothesis was wrong.
Snail meth gone sexual.
Researchers involved.
Step snail.
Step snail. What are you doing with all that crack cocaine?
Supposed step snail. Get out of here.
This alleged snail like took all these drugs and died.
Step snail, I'm stuck. Can you please use some of your slime to get me out of this washing machine?
Actually, no steps. They would also be the step snail. No step snail. I actually can't do that because of all this meth I've been doing. I'm super dry at the moment. 0 slime coming out of this guy.
Sorry, step snail. I'm actually on the run from the police right now, so I have no time to sit and wait.
It's been going from a porn to like a soap opera. And it's also about like very matter-of-fact snails. Snail opera.
Sorry, step snail. I just shot up an orphanage, so I have to go find a place to run away.
So the researchers forced these snails to shoot up. I can't.
I shit you not. All they did was make them not sleep for 24 hours, and they did it on their own. It was the first thing they turned to.
Contrary to our hypothesis, they actually wanted to do it. It was super weird. We did not expect this.
We told them they could opt out at any time. They were very enthusiastic. We can only do so much, right? We're not going to take away people's agencies.
They actually had their own nursing homes that they wanted to go to. It was really weird. We were not prepared for this. All right, whatever. I'm done with this. Basically,
terrorist snails gone wrong.
Terrorist snails. The researchers wanted to test sleep and memory and they tested it on snails, and they forced the snails to stay awake. And the snails that stayed awake did better on the learning tasks.
That's really interesting that the snails that stayed awake.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's interesting. You would think that sleeping's better, but no, in snails, it's not.
It's almost like snails are not analogous to humans. That's the wild part. Like,
All
that
right, so-
might lead you to imply that. Like, I'm just saying.
So I understand the reason for testing on snails. One, because there's like very easily get a lot of snails. It's
Because
abundant.
they're easy targets. Fuck snails.
Yeah, snails are a super vulnerable population, guys. We should.
Snails are so gullible. I like to think that the snails, like during the study, the snails are like, "Can I go to sleep?" And they're like, "No." And they're like, "Ah, fine." That was the,
No, it's actually 10 researchers around each snail. And the snail's like drooping its like antennas down because like it's about to go to sleep. And you hear like the cocking of a gun, and it's like, don't even fucking think about it. I swear to God, put one antenna on the ground and it's your fucking brains on the table.
I need those antenna for my 5G. Keep those up. My cell services is still alive.
Snails going crazy. Like, how am I going to protect myself from the government?
Cellular snails? Question mark.
Cellular snails gone sexual. Research study finds
5G snails cause COVID.
gone sexual.
Got wild. Gone wrong.
On oh so very right.
God, terrorist. This podcast just cannot escape the wrath of the snail joke. Like,
It can't, and with intention. I basically saw that I actually was looking for sleep studies, and I saw the word snail, and I was like, well, it's gonna have to be that one.
I mean, like, why not? Like, it's probably the best target. So,
I mean, they're easy targets, really.
I mean, fucking hell.
Very exploitable population, the snails.
I know.
This is a snail slander podcast. We don't like two things here. We don't like Harry Potter, and we don't like snails.
The list ends there.
But yeah, that's my little research study. We can
We
move on to
don't. Sorry. We don't like ham.
absolutely fuck ham. All my homies that like fridges, ham, and snails can die. No trial. Do not pass go. Straight to die.
Fucking fridges. Get those out of here.
It's actually a Monopoly board that's entirely Monopoly, but instead of jail, it says die. Do not pass go directly to die.
You pick up like what you pick up a card every now and then. You should pick up a card that just says die.
No, it doesn't say die. It says go to die. You can pass go though. So
it's actually a really nice city in Lithuania. It's really nice this time of year.
Anyway, you want to do our last unpopular bit?
Do we? Okay. Yeah.
Just make it quick. Hey, it's a really quick open and shut case, I think, right?
Yeah, I'll phrase it like this. I think this is just conservative phrasing. I think if we say it the way I'm about to say it.
Oh, God.
Chick-fil-A is the greatest place on earth.
I knew it was going to be about Chick-fil-A, but man, was I not right? All right, so a few things to unpack there. Let's talk about place.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God, remember the pickup lines? Like, what's your favorite place to go to?
No. Don't give it more credit than it deserves. What's your favorite place?
It wasn't a go-to. You're right. I'm sorry. I remembered it wrong. Apparently it's gonna have to be Chick-fil-A for you.
Yeah, I mean, I would never argue with that.
Right. So Chick-fil-A's got great food. I'm gonna put it up there.
All right. Let's take it down a little bit. Chick-fil-A is the best fast food restaurant. Period.
Ooh, see, this is tough. I feel like there's a little bit of ignorance here because you probably haven't been to like a lot of other fast food restaurants that aren't like on the East Coast.
Well, here's something I'll say about that. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Something I'll say about those places that I've never been to, like Whataburger. What's the burger place in California?
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out, Taco Bell. Okay, so what I'll say about those things is
Taco Bell. Wait. Taco Bell is global, my God.
I know, but I've never been there.
Okay, I thought They were like, yeah, like what's that? Like really obscure, like South American. Oh, KFC. Yeah, I've never been there.
No. Places I've never been, which is like Taco Bell, Whataburger, In-N-Out, fucking Cane's. What I'll say about those places is suck my dick. I don't give a fuck.
Damn, bro.
I don't give a fuck. Chick-fil-A beats all of y'all.
All right, so few things. One, Chick-fil-A is great, but it can't be the best place on earth. It's not. It's good for what it is. It's great chicken, great shakes, great like great stuff.
What I'll
But-
say is, yeah,
But
continue.
like,
Sorry.
it's just not versatile enough to be like it's the best fast food. And
But
also,
it is.
you've clearly
But it
never
is.
been inebriated in a Taco Bell or eating Taco Bell. Just like
You're right. I just said I've never been in a Taco Bell at all, so you happen to be correct.
so you can't. That is Taco Bell's niche. Taco Bell
I
does
don't
not
care.
sell to the sober.
But I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm never taking Taco Bell over Chick-fil-A, regardless of what the deal is. Chick-fil-A, I have never had a single thing from Chick-fil-A that did not taste really good.
I'm not saying it's not good, but it's just not versatile enough to be like it's the best, better
I
than
disagree.
all of these other
I
very
disagree.
different places.
Chicken is good always at any time.
But chicken gets old. Like,
Chicken gets old if you're a fucking loser.
I don't agree. I love Chick-fil-A, but it's just the food isn't good enough to say that it is the best. It's hey, it's one of my favorites.
Out of fast food restaurants, what's your favorite fast food restaurant then?
Sometimes I want a little bit more than 10 nuggets. Or like
Okay, but like
or
there's
two.
a difference between like your favorite and like a place you would go to like obviously you're never going to go to the same place every single time. However, you can still have a favorite.
But still, like sometimes I'm like Chick-fil-A. I've never went to a Chick-fil-A and had it fill me up.
That's ridiculous. That is absurdity.
And if it does, then you're spending a lot.
I happen to disagree.
How much do you spend to go to Chick-fil-A to get full?
To be honest, I can't pick a number right off the top of my head.
Okay. It's not like fast food cheap. Because you can get the same
wanna know
amount of
why?
food
Hey,
at,
you wanna
like,
know why?
at a McDonald's or like a Burger King or something like that for probably half the price.
Do you want to know why it's not that? Because it's better quality food.
But then it can't be the best because it has to be like best across the board. Like price, food, how much it fills you up.
You can do whatever you want. You can talk about whatever you want.
This man is a brick wall of opinions.
I
Nothing gets
absolutely
past
am
that
not.
shit.
Listen, McNuggets, tasty. McDonald's fries, good.
I'm not saying they're not the best. I'm not saying they're the best. I'm just saying that like there are comparisons that could be made to other places that checks the humility of Chick-fil-A.
I understand your points, but they're not going to make me believe that Chick-fil-A is not the best fast food place.
I wouldn't say best. One of my favorites, certainly. I mean, hey, when we ranked fast food, we put that shit S tier. For a good,
I know we did.
for
I
good
know.
reason. It's good.
Who else do we put in that tier?
I think like Cinnabon and like nothing else.
No, we didn't put Cinnabon. I think we put Krispy Kreme
Oh yeah.
because, I mean,
Ah, it's good.
come on. Come on. Yeah, come on. Dude, oh my God, a good donut never
Dude.
fails. Never fails.
I'd punt a small child for a Krispy Kreme donut.
All right, so we're back on this topic. How many would you put?
No, how far? Oh, wait. Okay, actually, let's put this on you right now. I feel like we're gonna turn the tables a little bit because we did clip. This was such a good bit. We clipped it
Yeah, we did.
right now for Chick-fil-A right now because I know you're hungry right now.
Yeah, I am hungry. I'm about to go get some fucking Wawa after this.
How many tries would it take until you stopped or until you got it to punt a child into a field goal? I'm gonna say from the 30-yard line.
Well, I could get that first try.
Fine, 40-yard line. How many tries would it take to punt a child into the goalpost?
These are children I don't know, right?
Of a football, football field, whatever. Let's have some ground rules. No, you do not know the children. They are random children, but it's a new child every time. Every time you go for each subsequent kick, And
Is that the same child over and over again?
No, it is not the same child over and over again.
Do the children die after I kick them or no?
If you do get it, perhaps. If you do
Depends on the angle of contact. I understand.
If you do get this field goal with this child by punting this child, you will get free Chick-fil-A up to $50.
Am I free of legal consequences?
I'm gonna say maybe.
Okay, the number I have in my head right now is 7.
7 tries. You punt the kid 7 times.
If you're pushing me, I'm willing to go up.
Round up then. Look, I'm going to push you. Round up. I'm going to say no legal ramifications. I need you to round up for me. What's the round up number for this?
I could go up to 13.
13?
Oh, I dropped something.
Are you that hungry? Do you like Chick-fil-A that much? Or do you really not care about kids?
Oh, it's a beautiful combination of all three. It's the best of all worlds.
It's a Venn diagram of really liking Chick-fil-A, being hungry right now, and hating kids, and it's punting a child 13 times.
Punting 13 different children.
No, punting up to 13 kids. You might get it. I'm not saying you're not going to get it.
Listen, the thing about it is I feel confident I would get it in 5 tries.
Really?
It would take me 2 tries to figure out what the best method of contact is.
Right, because it's not like a ball. It's not like a football.
Yeah, and then it would take me another 1 or 2 tries to figure out to get the correct trajectory, and that's it.
I wonder if the background checking thing that my my new job is about to put me through is going to find anything about this, because yes, I will be working.
No. That'll be done by the time this comes out.
Yeah, unlike any of our other non-incriminating podcast episodes.
Man.
I think Chick-fil-A is great. I don't think it's worth punting 13 different kids over. Up to 13 different kids.
Neither do I, and that's why I know I would get it in 5.
I'm good to set it there. I'm good.
All right. We have a TikTok. We have an Instagram. We have a Twitter, so they say, at whoaskedcast.
Mythical.
We have a YouTube channel, Who Asked ? We have a website, whoaskedpodcast.podbean.com, where you can go. You can find all of our socials. You can find all of our episodes. You can find all of the platforms on which you can listen to us.
And we also have an email. If you want to email us, we can take topics, suggestions, unpopular opinions, would you rathers. We can give advice. Just tell us what's up, and we'll definitely do it so that we don't need to talk about books for 30 minutes.
Although it was entertaining as fuck, and no one can lie about that. Oh, yeah,
totally. 100%. You can email us, whoaskedcast@gmail.com. Don't talk about books, even though I love books. I love books. I love reading.
Fucking nerd.
I'm getting into writing.
Nobody cares. Nobody asked.
Tell Aaron that Chick-fil-A isn't as good.
Suck my dick. Suck my dick. My response already before anyone emails. Suck my dick. All right. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.